Good afternoon, and we are back on another journey, which you can guess since this is another video. This weekend, as we said before, we're heading up to the Asheville area. We'll be staying at Lake Powhatan Campground in the Pisgah National Forest. Plan is to do the last little bit of the Blue Ridge Parkway, if it's open. With Irma just coming through, the entire parkway in North Carolina was closed. I talked to the people at some of the parks and the campground, and they said they're hoping that by late this afternoon, the parkway will be back open. So hopefully we'll get that last little bit of the parkway. We're gonna make a day trip down to Gorges State Park, where they were also hit by the storm. So we know that some of the hiking trails are closed. We just don't know which ones. So another weekend in the mountains, highs in the upper 70s, low 80s I think, but the lows in the 50s. So it should be making for a great weekend in the shade and in the mountains. But as you can tell, again, I'm in the car. Andrea and the girls are not with me. They're actually waiting for me at the very first place we're going to today. Last night we got a phone call. If you don't know, Andrea's dad actually lives on the land that we own. So basically he stays with us, and he has a pet dog that's basically, it's Andrea's brother. But last night we got a phone call that he wasn't doing so well, and we ended up having to put him to sleep last night. I drove home from Rock Hill 4 hours last night, buried him, and then now I'm on my way back. So Andrea was already over half the way to where we was planning on going. So it's been a little emotional 24 hours, but trying to make the best of the weekend. Not much more that we can do at home. Andrea's mom is actually on her way to Southport to spend time with her dad and everything. So enough of that. So right now we're on our way to the Sandburg house. I don't know if it's a national park, national memorial site. I cannot remember what it actually is, but it's part of the national park system, and it's somewhere that we've passed a couple times previously in other trips, but never stopped at. So today we're going to go get our stamps. We're going to get some goat cheese fudge. We're going to get some goat cheese and do some hiking around, because basically I've been in a car driving 8 hours, 10 hours, somewhere like that for the last 15 hours. So I need to get out. I need to stretch my legs. And I know they are there and they're ready to go. So we'll check in with them as soon as we get there. So it's taken me just over 5.5 hours to catch up, while Andrea has been here for the last 2.5 hours waiting on me. So, but we are here. We're finally at the Sandburg house. So here's a lake. Oh, you can't see the house right now, but it's right up there just behind those trees. So we're going to go up here, get our stamp, then hit some of the trails that are here. Definitely a very nice view of this. I don't know if it's a lake or a pond, but the bridge and the water going over. Here's a quick view from the trail or the path leading up to the house. Really nice open field in front of it. And you can't really tell it, but down that way is where that lake or pond was. Coming here, I feel a little unprepared, because I didn't remember who Sandburg was. Then Andrew reminded me he wrote the biography about Abraham Lincoln, and he's a poet. And then I remember very slight information about it, but the grounds here are very nice. We're actually heading right now out to the goat barn, because his wife actually had goats here, and they still raise 3 different breeds here, and you can actually buy fudge and goat cheese in the bookstore to buy and eat. this has actually been one of the most difficult places to film because, I mean, everybody else is here experiencing it while we're doing the same thing. But every time I pick up my phone to actually film something, just like the garden that's right behind me, right there, where the cool scarecrow is there, even kind of creepy with his glasses and eyes there, somebody walks up. Then a second person walks up. Then a whole bus. So, needless to say, filming has been sparse. I might get some more, but it's not where I want it to be. And now they want to yell out on the intercom, "Thank you!" Here is all of the trails that you can do here at the Sandburg house. None of them are really too long, but you also got walks through tree groves like this, which is actually pretty cool. This is pretty cool. For a Thursday afternoon, this place is hopping, very busy. We're walking on one of the trails and you can hear people on the other trails just above us. I think that goes up to Little Glassy Mountain. The two lookouts here is Little Glassy Mountain and Glassy Mountain. But Glassy Mountain is to my left right now, so walking back towards the main house. Just trying to see what all we can see before everything starts closing down here, because we got here late because I was late getting here. And we've now made it down to where the goat farm is. And aren't the goats lucky to have a view like this? Here is the small vegetable garden that they have here. Sunflowers. I know I saw some cucumbers right over there. Tomatoes and peppers. And there's the scarecrow. That's creepy and cool at the same time. Looks like Cora and Ari actually like the goats and actually are trying to get to them and play with them right now. But these goats are paying more attention to themselves right now. Alright, we're inside of the garage. It said that this was usually cleared out to do square dances here at the farm. And right here it says that this 1962 Willis Jeep was the only vehicle actually in Carl Sandburg's name here on the farm. And it was actually a gift to him for writing the script for the greatest story ever told. And I had the complete guy reaction. Yeah, I come in here and say, "Ooh, this is cool. I want that." Yeah, I'm a guy. I like vehicles. I like Jeeps. So, can't blame me. I'm going to mess up the name. Connemara Farm Goat Dairy, I think is the name of it. And that is the dairy farm that was here when Carl Sandburg lived here and still operating today. I know that is part of the national parks and that you're supposed to come here and visit and walk through this mud that I just did. But with it being a house, it still feels like someone lives here and that like I'm trespassing on their land. So part of me feels like it's not right, but at the same time, all these buildings are just really cool to look at because they are really early 19th century and probably some of them from the 18th century. Well, 1900s and 1800s, not 19th century and 20th century. You know what I mean. I'm a confusing person sometimes. And the funny thing is, the information center and bookstore is in the garage. And a view of the house from the left side. So currently the house is empty. In 2016, they started renovations of actually trying to preserve the interior, put in dehumidifiers, and try to make sure that it's here lasting for a long time. This year they actually removed all the furniture and they're actually doing that. And they're trying to get it all back in and all the renovations completed by, if I remember right, October 17th of 2018. And that is the 50th anniversary of the opening of this park. Definitely remember to bring your bug and mosquito repellent when you come here because they're big and they're everywhere. So right now we're doing the front loop, which is right here at the pond, which is just to our left. I can't remember exactly how long it is, but it just does a little loop, a quarter mile, just does a little loop around the pond, completely shaded, a little bit of dirt and mud trail, but not too bad of a hike. So now we're going to finish up this trail, head back to the Jeep and to the car, and start heading our way towards the campground. Might be another stop. I think we're talking about it, but it'll be for one of us, not both of us. I didn't film anything as I was coming in, but we are here at Lake Powhatan. We are actually going towards our campsite right now. We just got checked in. Super nice people here. Got camp hosts who actually work the ranger station up front. They were very helpful. We're at a site that is a pull through, and actually she said it's a pretty large site. But we got access to the bathhouses really close by. There's no hookups for us this time, so this is gonna be our first time actually going without any hookups at all. So it's gonna be really cool to see just how well we do. But I mean, it's not really a big deal. The biggest deal is no air conditioner, no refrigerator, stuff like that. But at the same time, with it being in the 50s most of the weekend, it shouldn't be that bad. All right, we are entering Lake Powhatan National Forest Rec Area. This is a part of the Pisgah National Forest. And now we have this since I was too much worried about driving than filming, which is actually a good thing. So, but we're in here and we're going to go back to our campsite now. Our location is the Big John Loop. We've seen an arrangement of different, we got RV campers, we got tent campers, we got full hookups, we've got no hookups like what we got. This is campsites number 1 through 21, and actually that one was just the camp host. So we were asking to see if they had any hookup sites whenever we got here, but unfortunately they did not. We thought they might have some cancellations with Hurricane Irma coming through, but we're still good with boondocking because it's a new experience for us to do it, and we want to take a chance to see how long our batteries last and just how well we handle it, which I think we actually do pretty good.
The bathhouse is up here somewhere.
Yep, bathhouses were just that way. I'm liking the area. I'm liking the way that the campsites look. They're all pretty level.
Did you tell them about the bear alert?
Oh, big bear alert. Yep, there we go. There's Luxo and King Candy. Yeah, big bear alert. They have a lot of bear activity going on right now, so we have to be cautious of that if we leave food out, which you can't, and things like that. So we'll be yelling, "Yo, bear," a lot. Beep, 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 beep. Here's a look at the map of the entire camp area. So here we are over here, number 14 at Big John Loop, and Corky is just wanting to put her nose in here. So might have to do some exploring to see what else is around here. Dinner tonight is quinoa white bean chicken noodle soup and sourdough bread from Flat Rock Bakery. This was the stop I made where Andrea couldn't go because basically there's very little parking to get there. But local bakery right there by the Carl Sandburg house. As you can tell, I'm at home. I'm looking kind of rough, but Andrea just realized when she was editing the videos that I forgot to close out after that night. So the day was Carl Sandburg house and dinner of chicken noodle soup and the sourdough bread from Flat Rock Bakery. Both great meals. Well, it was a great meal with 2 great items. So tomorrow the plan is for Great Smoky Mountains, and that is going to be a great experience. So make sure to check it out.